Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome to another video featuring me, Ghostface, here on The Edward. Unfortunately, Eddie, your usual host, could not make it here today. He met with a slight accident, so to speak. But as his dying wish, as a favor he asked of me, I would fill in for him today on today's video, especially since we're going to be discussing something that is extremely personal for me, Ghostface. I wanted to talk about, well, it would be Eddie's reaction, but in this case it'll be my reaction as well, although throughout this video, I guess I'll have to be speaking on behalf of Eddie. So that being said, this video will be addressing Eddie's and my reaction to the newly unveiled mask for the upcoming show Scream, the TV series. Hey, what's your favorite scary movie? I wonder if that line will be on the show. It would be perfect if it were, because let's face it, that's how most of the Scream films open, with a phone call, whether it's real or fake, in any of the films. A phone call to a beautiful woman. Hello? Hello? Who is this? Tell me your name and I'll tell you mine. Oh, how I was such a star back then. But I haven't really been doing much ever since Scream 4, but I've been keeping busy. You might see me on Hollywood Boulevard as one of the character actors, or one of those guys who dresses up like Ghostface for Halloween. Technically, that's me, since they're donning my costume and persona. Well, not my persona very much, but definitely the look and the costume. So don't worry about me, guys. I've been busy ever since Scream 4, and, I'm so happy that Eddie asked me to do this video today, and I said, why, I can't pass up an opportunity like this to get my face out there again. Anyway, moving on. So, I believe, if I can speak for Eddie and myself, the new mask for the new show looks very scary. Let's face it, it's pretty hard to beat this. Come on. Look at me. I'm beautiful. But enough about me. The new mask, I think it looks really good, very scary, and this is a great first official image that we have seen, because the last time we saw it, we saw a brief glimpse of it, like has half side of the face of it in the trailer that debuted a few months ago. They unveiled the trailer for the first season of Scream, the TV series, at the latest MTV Movie Awards, which was a while ago, and we saw a lot of nasty killing and a lot of creepy stuff lies ahead for our characters in this first season. But we also saw a very brief glimpse of the mask and a few screenshots, but now we have a full-on look, and it looks great. It looks very scary, and I, for one, and Eddie, I'm sure, would feel the same way, are very excited about it. And if I may say, and if Eddie were here, I'm sure he'd say the same thing, the mask reminds me of the movie Darkness Falls, and if you haven't seen it, it's pretty awful. Let's be honest, it's pretty horrible, but it is scary as hell at the same time. At least the villain, the creature known as the Tooth Fairy, is terrifying, and she wears a white mask very similar to the one that's going to be appearing in the Scream show. And that's what it reminded me of. And I'm like, ooh, scary. That was a creepy movie, a creepy character, and now they're applying a similar look and a similar character to this show. Now, obviously, I doubt that whoever wears this mask is going to be some kind of superhuman machete-wielding maniac like Jason or Freddy or Michael. They'll be a mortal human like I have always been, but maybe they'll just be a lot crazier than the previous Scream films. After all, in a TV show, you can have more than one killer. So yes, that's very exciting to see. And the fact that this mask reminds me of another horror film or something from the horror genre tells me that the writers, creators, executive producers of this show really want to bring that horror to television. And let's face it, horror on TV these days has proven to work very much. We have shows like Eddie's personal favorite, The Walking Dead, of course, and we have shows like Grimm and Hannibal, both on NBC, and we have shows like Bates Motel and a few others, and it's all very, very exciting. But yes, this new mask for the show looks great. Very scary, and it also makes you wonder, what's it made of? And are there more copies? And in this season of Scream the TV series, the very first season, will there be more than one killer? Will we even know who the killer is towards the end of the season? Or will they not reveal that until the Season 2 premiere? If it gets picked up for a second season, of course. And for now, let's hope that they do, because the premise for a Scream show is a very, very intriguing, interesting idea. And don't let my biased opinion make you think that I'm, just being one-sided here. I think Eddie was very much genuinely interested in seeing the show, at least giving the pilot a chance. I am, of course, as Ghostface, I'm all in, more screen time for me and my franchise's name. So yes, overall, I like the way this mask looks. It's very creepy, very scary. I'm sure Eddie would say the same thing if he wasn't so preoccupied. But yes, I like it. I like it a lot. So yes, it looks very fun. And, the trailer, one of the more recent teasers we've seen recently, I saw this online the other day. It was like this panning camera going all around this room, the living room of a nice house, and everybody's been slaughtered with their throats slashed, their arms and legs broken, and some of their necks have been turned and snapped. Ooh, it was a delight. I loved it. It looked like my handiwork, and unfortunately I cannot take credit for that particular incident, but I'm just so proud of whoever did it. So way to go. You really made Ghostface cry. You made him proud. But it was a very promising tease as to what's to come in this first season. And it looks like it's right up my alley, and it's right up Eddie's alley. So yes, I am definitely going to be tuning in for at least for the pilot, which debuts on MTV June 30th. Write it on your calendars. If you don't, I will find you and I will kill you. I sounded more like Liam Neeson from Taken rather than Ghostface, but you get my point! Well, guys, thank you so much for watching The Edward. I'm sure Eddie appreciates it. And please feel free to subscribe and comment down below. If you have any thoughts or ideas as to what the first season of the Scream show may bring, please let us know down below. If you have any theories as to what we may or may not see this first season, or at least in the pilot. And, of course, I guess Eddie would say some little tidbit farewell item at the end of every video, but instead of saying his usual thing, I'm just going to ask you this. What's your favorite scary movie? Comment down below! Let me know, I'd love to hear it. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. And, of course, until next time, pleasant dreams.